Hello, this is Mr. Chabry. We're here with the final world of my super world, and I wanted you guys to look at this. These are the toughest set of levels, in my opinion, I guess. Let's see here. Which one we're going to do first? This one's actually not as tough as the other ones. So we'll go ahead and jump into this one. This one's called Starfall Shrooms, and I thought it'd be cool to have the poison mushroom have like a big theme in one of these levels. As you see here, that mushroom just tried to escape. You've got this Goomba here that jumps into the clown car. You can actually jump into it before the Koopa does if you want. You don't have to. You can actually do this part of the level without the clown car, just in case, you know, you decide you'd rather not. But you do have the clown car there just in case you want it. That's basically there just to give you an idea that a clown car is going to probably play a part in this level. Here you have the poison mushroom make an appearance, and you've got these little things there, the little blocks there that bounce it up at you. I think that I don't get in another leaf, do I? But here you see the clown car does make an appearance, and the interesting thing about this level is everything the Goombas act like they're in water. But now we've got a bunch of these poison mushrooms trying to get to us. Whoa! And there's a poison mushroom there. I wanted to have like a little surprise thing there. And you just run across there. All those poison mushrooms coming at you. You don't want to mess with that. So you just run out of there before they all get you. But I thought it'd be interesting to have a level themed around that item because it's such a cool item. But with that, you can actually go on to the next set. You only have to do 2 levels before getting to the castle. Because these levels are actually tougher. This one here is pretty difficult. So let's see if I can do this in one go. This one, I thought it'd be cool to use the nighttime castle theme. Because that basically makes it underwater, but it also has lava. I just lost that mushroom. Not to worry, it's still there. You just have to wait for the lava to go down. I just lost the mushroom to the squid. Here the enemies actually act like they're not in water, which is pretty interesting how they decide, you know, how the mechanics work for each of these nighttime levels. The last one, the enemies act like, well, the airship one, at night, the enemies act like they're in water. Mario does not. The last one, a few of the enemies acted like they were sort of in water. Not all of them, though. But this one, the enemies are totally not affected by any of these water mechanics. But Mario swims around. And here's the part that's actually more challenging. I actually wanted to use the boss theme from... I think that's actually the same music as boss theme of Super Mario Bros. 3. I think so. I think they use the same Bowser theme, maybe. I'm not sure. But I wanted to have that, and this is difficult levels here. You have to like try to time everything and not get touched by the lava. And you gotta watch out for the saw blade behind you and the thwomp in front of you. And this part's the difficult part. You have to like be very careful with swimming between those two. Between the lava and the thwomp. But once you do that, you come to this area. You're not totally out of the water yet. You just have to be patient and let the lava go down so you can actually swim across and get to the end of the level. So yeah, I thought that would be an interesting mechanic to play around with. Of course, I knew it was going to be a hard level. So that's why I decided to have it split into 2 parts. You don't have to do that one if you don't want. So with that, you just go across the rainbow bridge, and then you decide which direction you want to go, into the flower or into the ghost house. And I'll actually show you how to do this ghost house in this episode instead of, you know, waiting in the last one. This ghost house is actually trickier than the first ghost house. Because if you're not paying attention, you could miss the actual exit. First, we'll do this one. This one doesn't take much of a description. I call this one Galactic Goo. And it's because This theme I thought looked really nice, and I wanted to make a level with it. So it's the nighttime forest theme from Super Mario Bros. Wii U. And you've got like piranha plants here. The goo is down there. At this point of the level, the goo is only like a hazard if you fall down there. It doesn't rise or anything. You got wrigglers all over the place. You got this tree here. Just a random tree. And I just made a mistake there. Oof. I'm like forgetting the placement of my own piranha plants. But anyway, this is meant to be a little tricky. Yeah, you can go down there and get those coins if you want. So you don't actually have to. You can grab those coins too. You can try to grab those coins too, see? And those two as well. I wanted to put like little coins in little areas just in case someone decides they want it. Remember, that guy is there. Here we got another mushroom. The thing that you want is in this pipe. And as you see, though, back there was some power blocks in the way of a specific pipe. We got these power blocks there. Once you hit this, try to run to get back in time to go down that pipe that is now open. And after that, it's time to try to climb, because this part is where the ooze actually starts flowing out. Try to do some wall jumps off this. If you're fast enough, you don't have to worry about the ooze at all. You almost can do it that way. Whoa, okay! As I was saying, you can almost do it that way, but the path that probably is best is to, you know, wall jump up there. And after that, you come up here, where you're finally safe. And it actually goes back down. Actually, I didn't mean for it to actually go back down. I forgot to change it. Here you can bounce off this guy. If you time it right, you probably could grab a 1-up there. I didn't worry too much about it, though. So with that, I really like that theme. It's very pretty. I like the color of the poison. But let's say you decide you'd rather go to the ghost house instead. This ghost house, like I said, was trickier. Is trickier than the first one. This one's called Into the Light. So the first part of this is actually, you know, daytime ghost house theme. So you have light here. You have this power switch. You have the sun over there. You know, when I made this level, I realized I had not used the sun at all. You can run across here. But if you don't make it, you can expose certain pipes to, you know, use. And they each have this little area here. So here we have it like dark. And you just, you know, go across here. And grab a flower there. And you go in here. So you go in here, you have this little room here. That actually, if you notice those doors down there, this is actually a warp room, basically, that takes you back to this part. So you can try again. The idea of this one is there's a specific way to get out of here, and you have to figure out what is the way. I showed you the second pipe. I'll show you the first one now. I mean, I've got time to do all this side stuff, so that way I can show you guys which is the correct path. Well, I wanted to have enough light in here so you can actually see what's going on. I see a lot of levels with the nighttime theme like this. I did not mean to go back in there. I see a lot of levels with this nighttime theme where you just don't see anything and it's not that good. So I wanted to make sure it was illuminated enough that you can see key parts in the level. So there was the first two. You notice they all warp back to this main area. We'll hit that right there. And say you're like, oh, maybe the door is the exit. So you go in this door. And you have this little section here that you jump up here. And then you go down this pipe. Be careful not to fall down the hole. And that leads you to this little section here where you have to try to use the claws to get over here. And once you get here, you realize you're back in this room. So, basically loops you back if you go the wrong direction. So it's not the door, and it's not the first two pipes. You gotta be careful when you're running back, because ghost. And be careful, because that sun will try to get you as you run across. Alright, so we didn't quite make it to the last one, but I'll show you the third one. The third pipe will lead you to this room here with some, you know, darkness, ghosts, and everything. You can try to jump up here. Wait for these circular ghosts. I don't know what their actual name is. There's some sort of booze. Circular booze. Booze in a circle. But see, they also lead back to this section. Alright, so that leaves one last pipe. And I'll show you guys the correct path once we get this done. You gotta make sure to run if you want this last pipe. There it is. So here you go. You got this little section here. You got some bombs coming out of the pipe here. You can actually go down this pipe too. You can go down this pipe back here as well. I'm going to show you guys what happens when you do that. They actually lead to this little section here. The bomb pipe leads to that one. That last pipe goes to this one. And they both lead back into this room, which is safe to say that's not the correct way. So you might be thinking, where is the correct way, Mr. Chabry? You've showed us each pipe, what they lead to, and everything like that. As the timer nears the end, I'll show you the correct path. So you notice those bombs coming out of that pipe. What you're wanting to do is try to get a bomb. If I can do it right. The good thing is you don't lose a lot of progress if you actually die, because everything is like so close here. You can actually take this with you if you find it hard to, you know, have enough time to do this stuff. But yeah, the correct path is going to be in this last one here. What you don't see when you come out here is there's actually an area over here of these breakable blocks. With those, you have to have a bomb to do it. You gotta make sure you get the bomb right, and don't let it explode on you. Boom. And with that, I'll try to run it. There we go. You can go into this pipe. And this will actually lead you to the exit. So I want to make that one a little bit tougher than the first ghost house. And as you saw there, it is pretty tough. Someone that doesn't look around in the dark area wouldn't know that there's a second, or there's another pipe in that room. They'd probably just assume, oh, it's got to be one of these pipes. But it's actually neither of those pipes in there. And with that, we're actually here at the last level of my Mario world. So, about this level, a lot of people say their least favorite boss type in Mario Maker is actually Mouser. But I actually think Mouser is really cool, because it does a lot of cool things that gives it more... it has different phases in its fighting style. So this one's called Cat and Mouse, and as you see, you're not the cat. Bowser's the cat. What you need to do in this one is just survive. Just run from Bowser. Because he's going to be chasing you throughout this level. And you gotta be careful around these mice. And the spiked mice. He's going to be chasing you this whole level. We got some piranha plants here. Got these coins to let you know to go down here. You got like a bonsai bill there with a cattail. You got some donut blocks here. And you have that checkpoint. Make sure you grab that checkpoint. If you do die in this next room, you want to have that checkpoint so you don't have to start back from the beginning. And then once you get down here, you see Meowser's already down here waiting for you. So he's going to start chasing you across here. You got these treadmills here. And you got this little room here that sometimes he'll actually climb into and start attacking you in it. Like that. Here he is. So you just have to dodge his attacks. He just disappeared on us. So now you'll run down here. Watch out for the blarg. Sometimes Meowser will be chasing you through this section too. I don't know what happened to him. He just puffed away when the blocks did the thing. But anyway, you grab that checkpoint there, and you'll see, oh, Meowser is waiting for us here. So here you can actually start fighting back. You have to grab these POW blocks and throw it at them. Sometimes we'll like jump and dodge. Sometimes he'll actually throw a fireball at the POW block and detonate it and actually take damage from doing so. And I've got one up here too, just in case you're having... That gives you some extra thing. You don't actually have to hit him with it. You can actually hit the ground and do damage to him. And if you do take damage, you've got a secret little mushroom up here you can grab. With that, we have defeated Meowser. Go in here, where the music stops, and you run across here and get treated to some confetti, some fireworks, some celebration. And with that, that is all of my Mario Maker level. Let me know what you guys think. I want you guys to try it out. It seems like some people are playing it because you see the little so-and-so has played my course, and it's going through in order of how I've got them set up in the worlds. So if you like this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe.